Don't you just love a bargain? I certainly do. And when it comes to a Royal Caribbean cruise, there are plenty of ways to spend extra money. But what are the best things that you can spend without breaking the bank to make your cruise even better? You don't need to spend a ton in order to get a great cruise experience. There are plenty of ways to plus up your cruise experience with just a few extra dollars. And certainly we've talked about things like cabanas and shore excursions and spa treatments that all are really, really good, but they're obviously going to cost you a pretty penny. So today, I have at least 10, maybe more, fun upgrades. They're all under $50 each. Number one, WOW bands. At $9.95 per WOW band, I really think these wrist-based digital keys are worth every penny because they make things so much easier to get around. WOW bands are available on Icon of the Seas, Oasis, and Quantum class ships, and they can be purchased from guest services. They're not well advertised. Royal Caribbean has kind of relegated them to being this thing that they offer, but it's not like front page news as it was back when they first came out. But essentially, WOW bands are RFID bracelets you wear on your cruise ship that can be used in conjunction with your SeaPass card. Really, what it's good for is things like opening your stateroom door without having to dig into your pockets to find your SeaPass card. It can also be used to pay for a drink, check into a show, and pretty much anything else a SeaPass card can be used for while still on board the ship. They're really helpful when you go to the pool or to the gym because you don't have to worry about bringing your SeaPass card and falling out of your pocket, or in some cases, hiding your SeaPass card in your shoe or something. Don't have to worry about that. So that is number one. Number two is a photo souvenir. Creating memories on a cruise is something I think we can all agree is a must-do. And taking home a photo from formal night or a family photo on the Royal Promenade is a great idea. Now, you can purchase photo packages, but they do cost a lot more money. Instead, you can purchase a single 8x10 photo, will cost you right around $20 per photo. And maybe you just need that one family photo in order to remember your cruise. I mean, certainly you'll take your own photos with your phone and whatnot, but getting one professionally taken photo is a great thing to hang in your office or on your wall back at home. Number three is the sushi making class. Coming in at $34.99, I love the sushi making class available on most Royal Caribbean cruise ships that have an Izumi sushi on board, sometimes called the Honor Roll sushi making class, and it's taught by the Izumi chefs, and it's a combination instructional learning opportunity and meal rolled into one. Now, don't worry, this isn't like a hardcore class. You're going to learn the nuances of it. It's a very casual approach to how to make sushi. You'll learn how to make a few different sushi rolls, and then, best part, enjoy eating all your creations. And it's actually more of a meal than you might think. I went into it thinking it'd be a snack, but they give you enough sushi that you're going to make that it's going to be a meal in and of itself. And it was a lot of fun, too. So I'm going to recommend that one quite a bit. Next on my list is the Men's Express Shave. I think I speak for every guy out there when I say waking up in the morning and remembering you have to shave is not the thought you want to have on vacation. So why not let someone else deal with it? Rather than grow that vacation beard, my wife says I'm not allowed to do that, you can go to the Vitality Spa and enjoy the Men's Express Shave. If you pre-purchase before the cruise, I've seen it as low as $29, or on board it'll cost about $45. This deep cleansing exfoliation and double close shave will leave you feeling refreshed, and best yet, you didn't have to do it yourself. Speaking of things you do at the spa, a manicure is good for men or women out there, and you can usually get a pretty good deal on it. The Fire and Ice manicure will cost about $39, or the pedicure about $49, and either service is a great way to enjoy, a way to kind of spruce yourself up a little bit and enjoy a little mini massage and, of course, great looking nails. How about some things to do on shore? Let's start off with snorkeling at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. At Perfect Day at Coco Cay, there are a lot of things you can do, including taking a snorkeling trip under the water. Royal Caribbean offers a rental of snorkeling gear that you can use throughout your day. There's no limit on it as long as you're there in the daytime. You get to use it for all day long. And it allows you to explore the underwater world that surrounds Coco Cay. Now, Coco Cay doesn't have the best snorkeling in the world, but hey, if you're just like casual at it, and by casual meaning you don't own your own snorkel gear anyway, this might be a really approachable thing to do. Speaking of things to do at Coco Cay that are inexpensive, if you're on a particular sailing, you might be able to get admission into Hideaway Beach for under $50 a person. On some cruises, I've seen the admission price as low as $20 a person. Of course, the price does vary. So if you're on like a newer ship, you'll probably pay more than $50. But if you happen to find the admission to Hideaway Beach under $50, I think it's absolutely well worth it. Hideaway Beach, by the way, is the adults-only area. It's a brand new expansion that's available at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Now, obviously, if you got kids, this isn't going to help you. But if you can leave your kids on the ship with somebody else, or you don't have children with you, this is a great place to go to, because for under $50 a person, I really do think Hideaway Beach is absolutely worthwhile. I love the giant heated pool, of course, the beach area, the DJ music that's playing there, and all the different places to relax. Plus, Hideaway Beach has some different dining options you can't find elsewhere on the island. First of all, there's the On the Rocks bar, which is the only sports bar at Coco Key, and there's a live band that performs there, which is really good. Plus, of course, you can watch different sporting events from up there. But in addition to all that, you have a couple different dining locations, including the only place you'll find pizza at Perfect Day at Coco Key, and the pizza and the snack shack and all this other food that's available at Hideaway Beach is included in your cruise fare. Of course, drinks don't get included, but if you have a drink package, that's included. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to simply say that if you can get admission to Hideaway Beach for under $50 a person, it is well worth pulling the trigger on that one. Going back to food for a second, Taste of Royal is a relatively new offering by Royal Caribbean where you can enjoy one meal that combines the very best food from different specialty restaurants. Now, usually, the lunch for Taste of Royal is $34.99 a person. You can purchase it before the cruise on the Cruise Planner website, and you'll get food from Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, Chops Grill, and 150 Central Park. It's really a gastronomical tour that includes filet mignon, shrimp, tuna tartare, and the best part, the fried cheesecake. So, for $34.99, yeah, I really think it's worthwhile. All right, how about some family-friendly things that are under $50? Certainly, number one, arcade games. Now, I picked this with kids in mind, but I would be remiss if I didn't say that these games are just as much as fun for adults as well. Because, after all, schooling your kids in a game of skee ball is a great lesson in humility, right? Most arcade games are about $1 to $3 per game, and Royal Caribbean keeps its arcades up to date with a blend of classic games and plenty of brand new offerings. So, if you got younger kids, try the Plucky Ducky game, as there's a good chance your child will walk away with a rubber duck souvenir. Personally, I love the racing games and skee ball. There's nothing like a good game of skee ball out there. Next on my list is the escape room. One of my favorite activities to do on any Royal Caribbean ship is definitely the escape room. Available on more and more Royal Caribbean ships, these deeply themed time challenges pit you and a handful of other guests in a race against the clock to solve a variety of puzzles and clues. I was leery of going into a room with random strangers and trying to figure out riddles, but this actually has become a top activity for me. I really enjoy it quite a bit. Now, escape rooms aren't available on every single ship, but usually the cost is somewhere around $19 or so per person to enjoy it. And considering the level of sophistication these experiences entail, I really do think it is worth the extra cost. Then there's probably the best money you can spend on a cruise ship if you're a parent, and that is after hours at Adventure Ocean, or heck, even the nursery. I say the best upgrade for last, which is letting your kids have extra fun at Adventure Ocean while you get to sing, dance, or laugh the night away on your own. Now, I love my kids, but some alone time with adults, family, and friends is one of the highlights of any cruise vacation. Plus, the kids love having extra time in Adventure Ocean with the counselors playing their favorite games and activities. After 10 p.m., Adventure Ocean charges $7 per hour per child, and I gotta tell you, it's the best money I ever spent on board. If you have younger children under the age of 3, the nursery is available for you, and you can drop your kids off there. Now, that has an hourly charge no matter what time of the day it is, but as a parent, when my kids were that age, my goodness, it was a godsend to have that option and not have to worry about bringing my young children to things like a show or dinner, which of course at their age just simply wasn't of interest to them, and it would result in me not being able to enjoy it because, they get fussy or whatnot. So there you have a look at, I think, a list of 10 things that I think are absolutely worth spending extra for under $50 each. Listen, there's a lot of great ways you can spend your money on a cruise. And if you spend more than $50, obviously you can still have a great time. There's nothing wrong with that. I do that as well. But when you can find a really good deal, something that really stands out without spending a lot, I love that. Let me know in the comments below, what are your top picks for under $50 upgrades for your Royal Caribbean cruise? Let me know in the comments below while you're down below our video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. That way, YouTube lets you know we have a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and we'll talk again real soon.